truth is scarier than fear. This line is the essence of a dark world where humans and ghouls, flesh-eating creatures, coexist in tension, conflict, and horrifying secrets. Kaneki, a shy, literature-loving university student living in isolation, is thrust into a brutal reality after a horrific accident turns him into a half-human, half-ghoul. Kaneki's journey isn't just a survival struggle between two worlds, but an unrelenting confrontation with harsh truths. That the world isn't fair, that he harbors both light and darkness, and that each decision pulls him further from his former humanity. From initial fear to self-acceptance, and ultimately becoming a complex symbol of both human and ghoul, Kaneki evolves through stages where the truth isn't just scarier than fear, but shapes his new self. Let's analyze this transformation through defining moments where brutal truths force Kaneki to face, grow, and find meaning in darkness. Tokyo Ghoul. It all begins when Kaneki, an ordinary university student who loves books and lives reclusively, meets Reese Kamishiro, a beautiful but dangerous ghoul, at the Anteiku Cafe. After Reese tries to eat Kaneki, a steel beam accident occurs, and he survives through a transplant of her organs, becoming half human, half ghoul. Kaneki's initial fear isn't just physical. His body now craves human flesh. But the terrifying truth: he's no longer purely human, a being despised by both humans and ghouls. The moment Kaneki wakes in the hospital, seeing his glowing red eyes and feeling a horrifying hunger, he panics, refusing to accept reality. But when Tuka Kirishima, another ghoul at Anteiku, forces him to eat human flesh to survive, Kaneki faces the first truth. The world has no room for pure kindness, and he must adapt to live. The scene of Kaneki crying in the dark, holding a knife but unable to kill, shows the truth is scarier than fear. He fears not death, but losing his humanity, becoming a monster like those he once read about in books. Yet, this truth pushes Kaneki out of his timid shell, teaching him to confront hunger and dangers from both humans and ghouls. Joining Anteiku, a cafe hiding ghouls, Kaneki begins to grasp the ghoul world, but the truth grows even more frightening. He discovers ghouls aren't always evil. They have emotions, friendships, and pain. Yet humans, through the CCG, hunt them mercilessly, viewing them as threats to eradicate. In his first battle with Amon Kutaru, a powerful CCG investigator, Kaneki uses his Kaguni to survive. But the pain and truth that he must kill to protect his team shatter his spirit. The moment Kaneki screams in agony, blood on his hands after defeating Amon, reveals the truth is scarier than fear. He can't return to being human, and each action pulls him further from his initial humanity. Yet this truth forces Kaneki to grow, learning to protect friends like Tuka, Hyde, and Nishiki, despite facing inner darkness. The scene of Kaneki standing before Anteiku, gazing at his ghoul friends with conflicted eyes, shows the frightening truth of isolation. He belongs to both worlds but fully to neither, a pain more devastating than any fear. The centipede Kaneki face marks a major turning point in his psyche and journey. When Yamori, a brutal Algiri tree ghoul, captures and tortures Kaneki in a factory, he faces death's fear and the harsh truth about himself. To survive, he must embrace his ghoul side. In moments of agony, Kaneki recalls memories of his mother, who sacrificed herself for others, always putting them first, and decides not to give up. He repeats Yamori's torture drills to conquer fear, and the moment Kaneki breaks his chains, transforming into centipede with a blazing red kagune, killing Yamori, isn't just survival, but acceptance of reality. He can't escape his ghoul nature, and his inner strength, though terrifying, is necessary to protect those he loves. Yet, this truth brings deep pain. Kaneki realizes each step forward distances him from humanity, from Hyde, his closest friend. The scene of Kaneki holding Hyde, crying in despair after Hyde sacrifices himself to save him in the Ayogiri tree battle, shows the truth is scarier than fear. Loss and darkness have shaped him, but also forced him to mature, though his heart is broken. After Hyde's disappearance, Kaneki becomes Heise Sasaki, a CCG investigator, and continues facing harsh truths. Living under a human guise, Kaneki hides his ghoul instincts, wrestling with memories and fear of losing control. In his role with the Quink Squad, he trains others, but past truths and ghoul nature haunt him, leaving inner conflict. In the battle with Eto, a powerful ghoul, secretive writer and Ayogiri leader, Kaneki confronts the truth that the world allows no neutrality. He must choose between human and ghoul, justice and instinct. The moment Kaneki breaks his mental seal, reverting to his full Kaneki self, wielding a powerful Kagoon to defeat Eto, shows the truth is scarier than fear. He can't escape himself, and each choice plunges him deeper into darkness. But this truth clarifies his purpose, protecting friends like Tuka, Nishiki, and Anteku's members, despite inner turmoil. The scene of Kaneki embracing Tuka, admitting his love and pain, reveals the harsh truth. Loss and ghoul instincts has forced him to grow, finding meaning in love, sacrifice, and duty. Finally, in Tokyo Ghoul Rei, Kaneki faces the ultimate truth, that the ghoul and human worlds can't fully reconcile, and he must become a symbol of both. In the battle against Furuta and Dragon, Kaneki uses his Kagune power to protect Tokyo, though his body and mind are exhausted. He confronts the truth that every action, from killing to sacrificing, draws him deeper into darkness, yet also brings hope for both ghouls and humans. The moment Kaneki collapses but smiles, thinking of Tuka, Hyde, and those he loves, shows the truth is scarier than fear, loss, pain, and isolation. But it's shaped him into a stronger, more complex person. The scene of Tuka hugging Kaneki, promising to live with him even if the world falls apart, proves the harsh truth doesn't destroy hope. It forces Kaneki to mature, accept himself, and find meaning in love, sacrifice, and responsibility toward the world. The truth is scarier than fear. Ken Kaneki's journey in Tokyo Ghoul vividly proves this. From a shy student, through Centipede, Hazer, to Dragon, Kaneki faces brutal truths. No longer human, losing friends, and living between two worlds. To grow. Moments like facing Amon, defeating Yamori, losing Hyde, protecting Tokyo, and embracing Tuka not only shape Kaneki, but inspire viewers about confronting truth. In Tokyo, Ghoul's dark world, Kaneki reminds us that truth, though terrifying, drives growth, making us stronger, despite darkness and loss. What do you think of Kaneki's transformation? Share your thoughts.